Hello viewers, welcome to Changing the Narrative with Dr. Ruth. Today we are going to discuss procrastination, and as we discuss about procrastination, we want to create awareness about this enemy from within. Procrastination is that habit of delaying action. It is that habit of thinking you have a lot of time to do something or to undertake action, and eventually time catches up with you not having done or undertaken that particular action. As I said, today we are just going to create awareness that procrastination is an enemy to your progress and to my progress. It is the enemy of progress. You know why? Procrastination is so merciless. It cuts across age, gender, status. It has no respect. And for that reason, it is quite harmful. It is quite dangerous. And we need to be aware of the dangers and the outcomes of this particular menace, procrastination. Today again, I'm very upset about procrastination. Procrastination attacks personality. When you procrastinate to undertake an action, it leaves you feeling guilty. To some extent, you feel ashamed that you have not done it. You feel lazy. It affects your self-esteem. And for that reason, this is a narrative that we need to change at an individual level, and even to encourage our peers and our friends, our family, to change this narrative. Procrastination again is an enemy of progress in the sense that it steals our destiny. It steals our destiny in the sense that some people are destined for great things in their careers, in manifestation of their talents, but because of delayed taking action, they never get to reach there. The destinies are aborted. For example, a skill that could have been developed further, it is not enhanced because of thinking we have all the time in the world to do that. A journey that ought to have been started is never started. A business that I feel I need to start, but I have not yet started because I think I have all the time to start. That aspect of delaying and pushing decisions and action forward is what we are calling procrastination. Procrastination forgets that we do not have all the time in the world to do these things. Some of the actions that we need to take are dependent on time, they are dependent on seasons, and they are also dependent on deadlines. And if these times and seasons are not observed, definitely we lose out, and that's why we are saying procrastination kills destinies. Think of a farmer who misses to prepare their farm in good time, and they start planting long after the rains. Will they make any harvest? No. It is the same thing. When you delay taking action, putting off action at the time that you ought to do it or to undertake that action, that is what you do to your life. That's what you do to your progress. And possibly that kind of behavior, delay in taking action or putting off taking action, affects not only you as an individual, but the effects, the trickle-down effects could be massive. And that is why we have to change the narrative about procrastination. I am also very upset about procrastination because to some extent, it creates an element of laziness in people. We just decide to end around doing nothing, thinking, oh, I'll do it next time, I'll do it at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock reaches, again, we are too lazy to move to do it, and as a result, nothing ends up being done. And that's why we are saying apparently procrastination, much as it is at an individual level, is also an enemy of development. And in some cases, we may even have a set of individuals, we may even have teams delaying taking action. And that affects not only themselves, but it also affects even an entire population. And therefore, narratives about procrastination has to change. As I talk about procrastination, to some extent, I'm also talking about myself. When I started this channel, I did the first video and I procrastinated doing the next video until 4 to 5 months later. Procrastinators always have excuses. For example, I do not have time, I don't have resources, I don't have the confidence, I don't have the supporting infrastructure to do it. Believe you me, friend, believe you me, if you are listening to this podcast, all those excuses made by procrastinators are just lame excuses to cover up either their laziness, either the feeling that I have all the time in the world. And for this reason, I know there are many of us who have talents that they wish to explore, but procrastination is an enemy to your progress in the sense that we sit on our talents and miss to exploit them. For example, how many times possibly I may have intended to start learning a skill like playing golf, piano, or keyboard, and I don't undertake it. Cookery, preparing a farm, swimming, name of any talents, either arts, crafts, farming, gardening, name it. And some of these talents, in most cases, they become a big source of income to us. And I can imagine many of us in their lifetime who sit on talents that they never exploited because of procrastination. Think of that opportunity that you may have lost, and many people may have lost, maybe not necessarily you, as a result of procrastination. For example, that promotion came at a time when I did not have those qualifications because I kept on pushing forward, acquiring or acquisition of those additional skills. Think of the time you have even missed a ticket, a booked air ticket or bus ticket, because you are late in either leaving the house or even missed a booking altogether, because by the time you want to place your booking, the entire system had already been fully booked. So what am I trying to say in this? I'm just trying to show, even in small things, procrastination can derail your progress. Procrastination can inconvenience you, in the process inconvenience others. Procrastination is an element that truly everyone needs to fight. And I'm told even young children, they learn procrastination at a very early age. For example, you wake them up in the morning and they close their eyes and keep on saying, I'm waking up. By the end of the day, they get late for school, or in the course of preparations hurriedly, you discover they leave out even their books, or even get out without socks, or they forget their lunchbox. Procrastination for adults, it's even more massive and widespread. You can imagine, you procrastinate simple things, like even setting the table. Simple things, like even taking your documents for approval or for verification, wherever it is, and they fix. And I am saying procrastination is really an enemy to our progress. And as I speak to all of us, I think this is something that we need to hype. This is something that we need to shout about. This is something that we need to encourage one another. This is just an introduction on procrastination. In our future series, we are going to record on how to deal with procrastination. We are also going to share experiences on how people have overcome procrastination and how to identify this menace when it starts creeping into you, because it is not something that you wake up in the morning and you decide that, oh, I'm a procrastinator. It is not an event. It is not a one-off incident. It grows in you, in us, gradually, and therefore we need to have techniques on how to navigate procrastination. Guys, procrastination is not an end. My dear listener, my dear viewer, procrastination is not an end. And you know what? There is hope at the end of it. That dream that you have not pursued, irrespective of your age, you can still make it. That skill that you have always wanted to develop, that hobby that you have always wanted to live, it is not too late. The deal is not over until it is over. And it is for this reason that we are going to share with you tips on how to deal with procrastination. Tips that have been tried and tested. So there is hope. And don't go feeling guilty about procrastination, that you're a procrastinator. People have come out of it. But everything has to be intentional. Everything has to be deliberate. Thank you, viewers. We look forward to having great discussions with you on these subjects. Please share your thoughts on procrastination in the comments section. You can share your views. You can make your observations, your comments, and you can also give us ideas on areas in respect to procrastination that we need to tackle. This was just an awareness creation that procrastination indeed is a menace and it's an enemy to our progress. Take home for you. Please go and take action, at least on one element that you may have put off. Remember to like, share, and even subscribe so that you don't miss our future episodes as we change narratives.